This is amazing. What a beautiful room, what a beautiful space. Thank you, Be Bold, for allowing me once again to grace your stage, not just as a performer, but as a speaker. This is my first time speaking at Be Bold, so thank you. My story is quick. It's my COVID story, really, is what it is. But it is also the greatest journey that I have ever embarked on. And I was just magical and horrible and amazing and disastrous all at the same time. So let me just give you a quick kind of recap or a little bit about me. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer. I do that full time now. Before, I've worked many jobs and have always kind of ran from fully diving into being a full-time artist because it's kind of a, you know, it's an oddball experience and lifestyle. It's very against the grain, against the culture. I don't have a schedule, and it's, you know, you have to really believe in yourself. And I have always really struggled with that. And I found myself engaged to a wonderful man, really great guy. And still very unhappy, and still very not believing in myself, and still felt like I had checked off all these boxes to live the right way and do the right thing and be a good woman, and I ended up just wondering, what am I doing? My heart screams for music, and I constantly would find myself doing everything but committing to my heart and the music. Why? Why do so many of us run from our passions? Because it's terrifying. It's terrifying. What if you're a million people are pursuing music? And my family, none of them are musicians ever, used to remind me of that all the time. Well, you want to have a plan B. You know, I mean, you're short, you're this, you're that. There's a million reasons why you're not, you know, I mean, everybody's trying to do it. You might make a decent living, but is that really what you want? And I think that we run in, especially as women, so frequently to people questioning our passions. You know, it's already going to be a little harder because you're a girl, so you might just want to find something that gives you a little bit more stability. Well, let me tell you, stability is the death of innovation, and comfort is the death of creativity. The more that you can lean in to that gut feeling that says, I just want to be doing this, but I should be doing, should. The second that you hear should, you should turn the other way and run. Because you'll find yourself engaged, promising your life, ended up in a job that you don't like, doing this, doing that. So I was at this crossroads, right? And I felt so guilty because I really had, you know, gotten a lot of things that I had wanted. And what do you do when you get the things you want and you're still not happy? Where does that leave you? It makes you feel worse because you're like, well, I'm just broken. I'm just ungrateful. I guess I'm doomed. And let me just share that if you feel that way, that is just your spirit telling you that you are going the wrong direction. And sometimes, like for me, my direction is extremely unconventional and is so terrifying. And COVID, I don't think that if COVID hadn't have happened, I don't know if I would have had the balls to ask these questions and say, you know, because you know, we were all left with the question, well, if the world ended, are you doing what you want to be doing? What happens when everything closes down? Are you who you want to be? That's the question I had, and the answer was no. I'm leaving so much of myself just on the back burner because I'm scared that people won't like it. I'm scared to be a little too much, a little too bold. And I kind of shared these fears, and the fact that I was unhappy, even though my fiance was truly a Prince Charming. And we decided to split up at the beginning of COVID. He said, "It sounds like you have another journey to embark on." And he's honestly been so amazing. He's held my hand through the whole thing. He's helped me through it. He's just really they exist. They do. But it was also that thing of, you'll never be satisfied in life until you're satisfied with the choices that you're making for yourself. Because you could have everything and feel nothing. So that's why this album changed my life. My album, Dreamgirl, came out. Oh, thank you for signing for my speech. Wow, that's amazing. I love that. So this album started out with the song, Dreamgirl, and it was this love song, so I thought. I wrote it as a love song. But when I went back, because I had to record the vocals to it after we had broken up, and I'm listening and back to the song and to the lyrics, and it's, did you really mean it when you said I was your dream girl? Even though it was like I had all the love, I had all the assurance, I had all the validation, I had all the things that I thought was gonna fix me, and I still, in my head, was like, but do you mean it? Because in my head, I'm not lovable because I know that I'm being fake to my true desire in life, which is to be an artist, and I'm doing that now, and it is amazing. But like this album really changed my life because it made me ask, and it was so clear to me that it was me always asking somebody else, am I doing it right? Am I enough? Do you know, is this how you're supposed to do it? When in my heart of hearts, I knew that I was never going to find somebody who would love me enough because I didn't know what I loved about myself, because I was constantly making the decision to run from the thing that filled me up. And you'll always be empty if you refuse to fill yourself up. So I started to really dive into that, and I have these songs. The song I walked out to is, you want a woman in the kitchen who doesn't have opinions and stays at home missing you. But I'm a woman on a mission with too many opinions, and I'm running my own business too. And I had to come to terms, I'm going to wrap this up with a song here right after this. I had to come to terms with the fact that I'm an unconventional woman. I am very bold, which I've been told that ever since I was about 6 years old, by the way. People would always tell my mom, well, that daughter of yours, she's so bold. And it had me feeling like just a total stick out, right? But that's what we're here to do. That is what we're here to do. We are here to stick out and make change and make a difference. We can't all be the same. We can't all want what everybody else wants. We can't all say what everybody wants us to hear. Or we can't always say what other people want us to hear. Sometimes you have to say the hard things. Sometimes you have to say, you're everything and I still need more. I need something different. Even though you are everything, that's not taking away from you. It's saying that I've refused to fill myself up. I have refused to be my own dream girl, and I'm busy trying to be a dream girl for everybody else. So that's what this album was about, and that's what this album taught me, and I had to go through a whole rabbit hole of figuring out what I really wanted, not because I wanted to be validated by everybody else, but because it's what my soul was crying for my entire life. And I finally just had to jump off the ledge. I moved to Hollywood in August 2020, and I said, you know what? Here we go. You know, because you can't burn your whole life down and then not do it. So, so I'm going to end with a song. Thank you so much for letting me come up here and tell my story. my ending words are just be your own dream girl. Be your version of a dream, of whatever that means to you. But just make sure you're enjoying it. Make sure that you're not doing it for validation, you're not doing it for somebody else, you're not wearing clothes that you're not even comfortable in, like, or whatever, you know? Like, turns out I really like dresses. And I was always, for some reason, I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna put a song on, AKA I'm gonna play a song real quick.